scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. And that's way high. And we're off and rolling here in D.C. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball, that's outside.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Juan Soto now. Pickoff move to first. Lindor back in there.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Misses again, 5 in a row. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Lindor gets his lead at first. Nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that one hammered way back there. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Lindor zipping around third. The relay throw. The tag out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Alonso digs in now. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His 7th home run of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. Brandon Nimmo, the next to hit. Check swing, called strike. And here it comes. There's a swing and a miss. 1 out, base is empty. Very high with that one. And it's 1-2.
That's ball 2.
stays alive. And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Juan Soto.
Well, Boog, just an on-base machine. Last month he was on almost half the time, an OBP over 450. Just a really tough out. I mean, this guy's a catalyst for this offense right now.
2 down, bases empty, and now it's Mark Vientos.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
0-1.
Just missed. 2 outs, bases empty. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
2 outs, runner at first. And next for the Mets, Jesse Winker. Foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Batting 7th, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Ball 1.
This one in the dirt. Now 1-1.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
In there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Wood makes the play, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in Washington, D.C., and towing the slab, Kodai Senga.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
James Wood, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. And down on strikes he goes. And there's 1 down.
That was just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Next offering is fouled back. 1 down, base is empty. Just missed. That's in there. 2-2. on the ground. Lindor on the first. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight as we take a look at the Nationals lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like it could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Luis Garcia, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that's in for a strike. Next offering is down low. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball 3.
Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field, and that extends the inning.
Batting fourth, the catcher.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. In there at the knees, strike 1. And ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2 outs.
Ball 2.
That one fouled off. Next offering upstairs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Garcia, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
We refer to third base as the hot corner, but that one was a hot one on the other side of the diamond. Nice job, quickly leaving the ground, makes the catch, and that ends the inning.
Back here in Nationals Park, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. Irvin back to work. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Way high there. Now 1-2. To the right side, and that's a foul ball. 1-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Down and in, moved his feet. In the air, out towards left center. Wood squeezes it, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Hayden.
Here's
Sanger.
the catcher for the Mets, Hayden Sanger. That clips the zone. 0-1. Now one missed. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Francisco Lindor. He reached on a walk his first time. And that misses. And it's 1-0. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning alive. And now it's Juan Soto. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Squirts away a little bit. In there at the knees. And the count even at 1. That one missing inside. And that one fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. 2 outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Mets leave 1. They're up 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. And now here is Josh Bell.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
There's the strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Nope, that's inside.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Fouls one off. 2-2. That's down and in. Right side. Beatty to first. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris. It's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Alonso makes the grab for the second out.
Third baseman, Jose Tenna.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Jose Tenna. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
Well, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Washington. They trail things here 2-0. Top half of the third inning, and now Pete Alonso.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
That misses. Ball 1. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 245 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Flied to right his first time. Just missed. Alonso gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's the ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Sends him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. So up next, Mark Vientos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Man at first, 1 away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Alonso headed for third. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only 1 out.
Fielder, number 3, Jesse Winker.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Jake Irvin won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching from
Number
the Nationals,
61 takes over on the mound.
Number 61.
He's been so good against lefties. Runners at the corners here, one away. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. And he's already singled in this game. And downstairs.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
The 1-0. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Foul ball there. First and third, one down. Line drive. Wood makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 3-zip.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
And now, Tyrone Taylor. Fly to left his first time. Rolled over to third, but it kicks foul. High in the air, out to right. Cruz makes the grab, and that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 3 and the Nationals nothing. And we're back.
Leading up
And now
for the
Jacob
Nationals,
Young.
the center fielder.
Singing, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively.
Yeah.
I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Comebacker to the mound. Fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Nasim
Nunez digging in for the Nationals.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And that's
That
outside.
ball went out.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And that's in the dirt.
Full count.
And they'll do it again. Ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Yay!
Back to the top of the lineup,
Wood.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Nunez over at first with 1 away. Pickoff throw, and he's back in easily. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. On the ground, 2 ball. To second for 1.
He's out.
Over to Alonso
He's
for the
out.
inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 3 and the Nationals nothing. Back in Washington,
Leading off for the
D.C.,
Mets,
John
the
Sciambi
second
with Chris
baseman,
Singleton,
Brett
and set to lead off the
Beatty.
4th, Brett Beatty. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 1-2. Hit in the air, right field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now
And next for the Mets,
catcher,
Hayden Sanger.
Sanger.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a
0-1
strike.
count.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, left side. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Lindor up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. That misses.
that's a ball.
And the count is 2-0. Lifted in the air, right center field. Young sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
And now
up
the
for the
DH,
Nationals,
Nathaniel
the
Lowe.
designated hitter, Nathaniel Lowe.
Hit on the ground to short. Toss to Alonso. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis Garcia.
And now it's Luis Garcia. A single his first time. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Taylor sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Kay Burks.
2 down, bases
Ruiz.
empty. Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. He's 0 for 1. Breaking ball
that's
inside. And that is ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Nationals Park, here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average. but there's on base and slugging too. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. On the warning track and hauls it in.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
That one ripped. Cruz, long run. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
One out, runner at second. And next is the designated hitter, Brandon Nimmo. And that one upstairs, ball one.
Two and 0.
And that one pulled foul. Man at second. That's inside.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Ground ball up the middle. The throw to first. That's it out.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. He's 2 for 2. And that's a little bit high. 1-0. And it stays fair. Alonso is waved home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Jesse Winker. And that one upstairs. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Way high.
Back, ball 3.
Vientos leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one finds the corner, and the count is 3-1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Josh Bell. Senga back to work. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Nats just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going. Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
And that one misses up and in. And the count is even 2-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Ripped to short. Lindor on the first. One up, one down.
The right fielder, number 3, Dylan Cruz.
Dylan Cruz getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far. That one hit to right. Soto makes the grab. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 8, Jose.
2 outs, base is empty. Up now for Washington, Jose Tenna. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Now a check swing, but he held up. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Alonso makes the play, and it's out number 3. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Mets 4 and the Nationals nothing. And we're back. And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the second baseman, Brett Beatty. And first offering is fouled off. Beatty, in his second season, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Out towards right center field, Young. 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Hayden Sanger. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Man at second. And that's through there for a strike. And the count's even at 2. Softly hit into right field. And foul ball. 1 out and a runner at second. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Off the plate inside. And a full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, right field. Cruz brings it in. 2 away.
The batter, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So the batting order turns over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. First pitch misses.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there. Here's a 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a foul ball. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 4 and the Nationals nothing. Back in Washington, D.C., bottom of the 6th. Now it's going to be Jacob Young. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Trying to bunt his way on. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
That's shortstop.
Maybe a little small ball is exactly what the doctor ordered to rev up this offense, and they've been pretty quiet all game, so maybe this wakes them up a bit and helps them get on the board.
Man at first, nobody out. Nasim Nunez will hit next. And takes low for ball 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Next offering is fouled back.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Next pitch is downstairs. This one in the air. Baden makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jay Wood.
So the Nats lineup turns over. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. That one not close. And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Next offering way upstairs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Caught him looking for the K.
Now batting, the
Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
He's
grounded out a couple of times.
Lowe.
And first offering is fouled off. Young off of first with 2 away. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
And that's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
The count.
In the dirt. Two outs.
3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So one left for Washington. They trail it here 4-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Nationals.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Lucas Sims. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Yeah.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets.
The right fielder.
1 for 3.
Soto.
Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
0-2.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Here's Pete Alonso, and it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Trevor Williams getting loose out there. Number 48 getting loose as well. And that's off the inside edge. 2-0. And the sweeper misses. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
So, man aboard, Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 in this one. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Let's go, Nats. And that one
2.
Cutting but missing down low.
Three balls,
in the dirt, blocked. Check swing, and he went 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The batter, the
First and second, 1 out. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Runners at
2
first
strikes.
and second with 1 gone here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him swinging.
Now batting, the left
Jesse
fielder,
Winker
Jesse
up now for the Mets.
Winker.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it's just foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Alonso at second, Nimmo at first, 2 out of the inning.
Ball 2.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Pitch misses.
balls, 2
Full
strikes.
count now. Tyrone Taylor waiting to hit for the Mets. Two on, 2 outs, and they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Tyrone Taylor digs in now. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Right through there for a strike.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, and 2 now. Oh, he hit him. And that brings home a run. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Lucas Sims departs, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching for
Now on the mound for the
Washington,
Nationals, Trevor
number
Williams.
32.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
So bases all loaded up. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. There's a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Bases loaded. 2 down. Fastball for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And the 0-2. Ball 1 there.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So a run on no hits, and they wind up leaving the bases loaded. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 5 and the Nationals nothing. Back here in Nationals
Leading
Park.
off for
Now it's the
Washington,
second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Garcia.
Hard hit left side. Vientos whips it to first. And one away in the bottom of the
Now
seventh.
batting, catcher K. Burks. Ruiz.
And here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. That one pushed to the left and foul. Fights it off. He'll see another. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Bell in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Ruiz leads off first with one away. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Shoots a line drive single into right center. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. And into second with one away. That's a double. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kodai Senga out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Reed
New York.
Garrett gets handed the rock out of the
Number
pen.
75.
And never an easy situation
Reed
coming in with runners at
Garrett.
second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. And the batter now, Dylan Cruz. There's a strike. Second and third here, 1 away. That one the other way, takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line
Now
drive that
batting,
finds a
the
glove,
third
but you
baseman,
will get some high
Jose
fives. You know, when you make great
Tena.
contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now the third baseman, Jose Tena.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen, A.J. Minter. The left-handed reliever appears to be getting loose. Young getting cranked up as well. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Fought off foul. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So the Nats leave a pair. It's 5-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Hayden Sanger. Inside,
ball 1.
just missed. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. And that one popped to short. Nunez. And there's one down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Now a screamer into the outfield. Young snags it, and there are 2 outs.
The batter, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
2 down, base is empty. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. 1 for 4 with a double. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next
No, that's
offering
low.
is down low. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And the next pitch is way outside. And he walked him.
Ball 4. First base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner
Now
over at
batting,
first base
the
is going to
first
have a
base
very aggressive
leads
secondary lead. So
Alonso.
ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Soto, the runner at first with 2 gone. That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-1. Two outs. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now
strikes.
outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Mets strand 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now up for Washington, Jacob Young. Garrett back to work. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, A.J. Minter. The veteran southpaw is getting ready to come on if needed. Young started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. Ruled a swing. Outside low, and the count is filled up.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it stays fair. The throw into second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Next to hit for the Nats, Nasim Nunez. 1 for 2. There's a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Inside, almost got him. Man at second. Swings and chases a low one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
The count's full.
In the dirt. Tag, save.
No.
He's into third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 away.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of
The
movement.
left
I mean,
fielder,
that thing
number
tumbles
29.
out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment.
Whoa.
If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
That's out to center field. Taylor ranging after it. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly. It's 5-1.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Nathaniel Lowe. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Jumps, throws, and very nicely done for the out. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left. Ready to go, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. Ripped on a line. Cruz pulls that one down, and there's 1 away. Here's a Mets lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Nice grab. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
2 down, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. First pitch misses. Two outs, base is empty. Outside.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That one misses, and it's 3-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Well, this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with. And
that one ripped to left, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw to second is offline.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line.
hitter,
Nice job of
Brandon
staying in his mechanics.
Nimmo.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
That is fifth. The third baseman, Mark.
Here's the third baseman,
Vientos.
Mark Vientos. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's in. Ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. In the air to left down the line. Wood has a beat on it. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. 2 left for the Mets. And now the Nats get their first opportunity. There's no score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga. What do you have on him, Chris?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood. And that's through there for a strike. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting second, the
Nathaniel
designated
Lowe
hitter,
up to hit.
Nathaniel Lowe.
Just
Nope, outside.
missed.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one, out in front that time. 1 out,
ball,
base is
2
empty.
strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Good eye in that spot.
Ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big
Batting
part of the
third,
field. Man,
the
there are a
second
lot of
baseman,
hits there.
Garcia.
Up now for Washington, Luis Garcia. That one is absolutely belted. This one's got a chance. And it bangs off the top of the wall. Low, headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now at the plate, K. Barrett Ruiz. And that's downstairs and outside. Next offering is downstairs. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe 2.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball.
Throw a second, tag, and they got him.
You can see they're continuing to try to apply pressure on this pitcher who struggled a little bit. But the problem is you get caught right there. You're helping him out. You're giving him an out that he struggled to get. You want to maintain those base runners. Let some of those guys coming up to the plate that got some pop, can hit the ball in the gap, drive in a couple of more runs.
The pitch. And that one is inside. Garcia at third with 2 away. Not even close there. And the count is 3-1. Dylan Cruz in the on-deck circle for the Nats. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
And now Dylan Cruz.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Strike 1.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. That's a little bit low.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Jose Tena up next for Washington. 2 on, 2 outs, and that'll load the bases.
Well, a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Jose Tena at the plate now. That's ball 1. Two outs. Sliced hard but foul. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. 1 runs in. Tag, and out into play. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Second inning coming up from our nation's capital. It's the Nationals 2 and the Mets nothing. Back in Washington, D.C. Top of the second, and stepping in for New York, Jesse Winker. And ball 1.
Nope, that's down.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that. Boog, our man, Darryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
There's a strike, and a count 2-1. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. The 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's a 2-2. Stays alive. And it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Ripped to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
So digging in, Tyrone Taylor. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. So 2 balls and no strikes.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Struck him out looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there. And he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with a human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. Outside with a breaking ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Everything came together for him. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Man at first, Hayden Sanger now at the plate. Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Beatty leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In the air out towards right center. Cruz makes the play, and that is that. Mets leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Nationals
Leading
Park,
off for
bottom of the
Washington,
second.
the
And now
center
for
fielder,
Washington, Jacob Young.
Young.
Senga back to work. Swings through that one for strike one.
All ones the count.
Comes up empty.
0-2.
Goes down swinging. Kodai Senga picks up the strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
That one's in there. And that is strike two.
0-2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Backed off the plate that time.
Ball inside.
One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked.
The
He
left
got the
fielder,
swing and
number
miss,
29.
and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the left fielder, James Wood.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Right through there for a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Soto makes the grab, and that'll do it. Nationals go quietly, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Mets,
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. That one ripped but foul. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And it's fouled away. Soto batting second in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Way inside.
Ball 2.
One down, base is empty. Late swing, foul to the left. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. Doubled his first time. And
Ball
takes
one.
low for ball one. And another
That's ball
ball.
two.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Inside.
Ball
Three
three.
balls, no strikes. And ball four, two
Take the
aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Brandon.
Next is the designated hitter, Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Misses again, 5 in a row.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swings through that one.
Well, all eyes on the double play
ball,
ball
one
in this
strike.
spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that is out of play. Soto over at second. Alonso at first. One gone. Swing and a pop off in foul ground. And there's 2 down. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Fly to left his first time.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
First
That's a
pitch
ball.
doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Nabs it, and that is that. And we're back
Leading
as
up
we
for
go
the Nationals,
to the last of
the
the third.
designated hitter,
And here's the DH for
Nathaniel
Washington, Nathaniel Lowe.
Lowe.
That misses.
Ball one, no strike.
Ball 1.
You know, these Nationals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks.
Boots it, still manages a throw, and they get
Got him.
the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the
The batter,
misplay.
number 2, second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. He tripled and scored his first time.
Not a surprise he's off to a good start in this one, given he enjoys playing so much at home. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 2.
Fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Starting to go after it. Now a look down to third, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 outs, base is
Now
empty.
batting,
And
the
it's the
catcher,
catcher for the
K-Bert.
Nationals, K-Bert
Ruiz.
Ruiz. Walked his first time. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Josh
The
Bell.
first baseman, number 19, Josh.
Well, Chris, through the early stages,
Yeah.
he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And the 1-0. Fouled off left side. Two outs. Up the middle. They take the force out. Out number 3. Nationals leave one, but they're on top 2-0. Back in Washington, D.C. On to the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Jesse Winker. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And the batter now, Tyrone Taylor. Went down on strikes his first time through. This to third. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. And he's already singled in this game. Slapped foul. Man at second. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 1 out and a runner at second. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Hayden Sanger. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Dives. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back here in Nationals Park. On a 4, leading off, Dylan Cruz. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose Tenna.
Now the third baseman, Jose Tenna. RBI single his last time up. That one misses. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one missing low. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Struck him out of the foul tip. Two down, base is empty. Jacob Young getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. In for a strike. 0-1.
One and one.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And the Nationals gone in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Irvin back to work. Swing and a foul out of play. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. The shortstop takes the ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one is back. Going, gone. That's his third home run of the series, and they've got their first run. It's 2-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
It appears Dave Martinez is ready to dive into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Jake Irvin won't go any further tonight, and he had to battle. Nothing came easy in this start, but he leaves with the lead. New arm when we get back. On the pitch now for the Nationals, Trevor Williams.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Next to hit, Juan Soto. Fastball almost got him there.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
And there's a foul ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one the other way. Oh, he gloves it.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And here is Pete Alonso. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night,
hit,
and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. That one missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And there's a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The next offering misses. And now 3-0. Mark Vientos in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Here's a 3-0. And there's the automatic.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. 0 for 2 in this one. In the air, right field. Cruz on the move. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
Here's Jesse Winker. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Bounces off the wall as he makes a great grab.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now, Nasim Nunez.
Oh, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
On the ground, right side. Beatty to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, left fielder, Jay Wood.
Now the left fielder, James Wood. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
He swings and fouls one off. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Got him looking. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Now batting, the designated
Here's
hitter,
Nathaniel Lowe.
Nathaniel.
Singled and scored back in the first.
Lowe.
He's 1 for 2. That misses, and that's ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Taylor sizes this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a ground ball, and it's just foul. That was close. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Off the mark there. 1-2 to count.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next offering is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. On the ground, out to short. Loves it on the dive to first. And they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. That's in there. That's strike one.
0-1.
The Mets trailing by a run, and we're the top half of the sixth. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Outside,
ball one.
and it's 1-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Hood gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Digging in, Hayden Sanger.
Ball
one there.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And now
Ball
2 balls
two.
and a strike. Tap foul at the plate. A dive, he's got it from his knees. The throw, it's there, and that's a great play.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, A.J. Minter.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Up now for Washington, Luis Garcia. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored in the first. First pitch misses. Meanwhile,
no strike.
activity in the bullpen. Reed Garrett preparing to come on if needed.
That's ball 2. 2-0.
That one out to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Nationals, The catcher.
Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, K-Bear Ruiz.
A walk, and he's also singled.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's down and in. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And he dodges that fastball. And they'll do it again. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Josh Bell at the plate now. He's 0 for 1.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Minter, in his 7th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, and he works in a changeup. Ground ball, could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Nationals 2 and the Mets 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Nationals.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Jorge Lopez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
And that one fouled off. And now it's even up.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
And he swings through that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just outside. And the count is 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Goes down looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now the right fielder, Juan Soto, 1 for 3. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
These hitters like this that have so much power, Look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Lucas Sims looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Ferrer, the lefty, warming up as well. Ripped on the ground to second in plenty of time to first. And that quickly 2 away.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So up next for New York, Pete Alonso. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
And a strike on the outside edge. Missed inside with the curve. Now a slow roller to second. Garcia sends it to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly, and our score remains 2-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Reed Garrett.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Reed Garrett.
Well, one-run game, and now up for Washington, Dylan Cruz. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball. Got him looking for the K. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3.
The third baseman.
Next to hit for the Nats, Jose Tena. Swing and a chopper out to short. And he beats the throw. He's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Runner on at first with one gone. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Fought off foul. Ball to strike. Bunting, and it's in the air. Garrett pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Out
now batting,
number 2.
Shortstop.
Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Swinging a foul straight back. Cut out and missed, struck him out. That ends the frame. So 1 left for Washington. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose A. Ferrer.
Now pitching
Well,
for
the
the
best
Nationals,
relievers love the opportunity to
number
come in and
47.
protect a tight lead
Jose.
late in the ball game. Some of them are just
Ferrer.
wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Leading
Well,
off for the Mets,
one-run
the
game.
designated hitter,
Now it's
Brandon
the DH, Brandon Nimmo. Fouled off. He was late.
One and one.
Action in the pen down there. Kyle Finnegan looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Knee high. That's in for a strike. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Mark Vientos will hit next. First
Count
pitch
1-0.
not close. That's a little
ball
bit
2.
low.
2 balls, no strikes.
Just
That's ball
missed.
3.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Jesse Winker in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think
The
about.
left fielder, number 3.
One
Jesse
down. And here is
Winker.
Jesse Winker.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
First pitch, and he just misses. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Not
One
sure
ball,
exactly
one
what he
strike.
was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation where he needs something on the ground.
And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. That's long gone. He leaves the yard to right. His second of the year. It's 3-2. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jose A. Ferrer done for the night, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So they turn
Washington,
things over to the righty,
number
Lucas
39.
Sims.
Lucas Sims.
Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
0 for 3 in this one.
And the
That's a
sweeper
ball.
misses for a ball.
1-0.
The 1-0. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Just a slow ground ball this time. Nunez on the run, throw to first. Pretty nice play there.
The battle number 7. Second baseman, Brett Beatty.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Brett Beatty. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Inside, almost got him. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a ball evens the count. Missed inside with the curve. And right back to the mound. Slings to first. That's the 3rd out. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Danny Young.
Now
this southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
81.
And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, James Wood. Swing and a miss. Action in the Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And that's in the dirt. And the count is 1-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll get down for a hit. Throws to second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Nathaniel Lowe, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1. Squirts away a little bit. The tag at third, and he's out.
Yeah, it's mistakes like that that you run yourself out of an inning. He's got to find a way to stay put or get there with ease. That was the potential tying run in this ball game. Now they're going to have to figure out another way.
One down, base is empty.
2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Now batting, the second baseman, Luis.
So up next, Luis Garcia. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that's in there for strike one. And that's downstairs and outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 3 and the Nationals 2. Ready to go now? Here's
Leading
Francisco
off tonight for
Lindor.
the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Fastball in for a strike, and we're underway. The shortstop takes the ball. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. And a foul ball. And he deals. He goes down looking.
Batting second, the right fielder,
Juan Soto down.
Soto.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Next offering misses down and away.
1-1.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
A rope into right, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Foul ball there. And a foul ball. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Man at first, 1 away. Fly ball to right. And there's 2 down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Mark Vientos.
Oh, Boog, he's got great power just to every section of the ballpark, man. I love watching guys like this who can give it a ride to the opposite field or go dead center. I mean, that's really hitting. When you can hit and drive the ball up the middle other way, look out. Keep an eye out on this guy when he digs in. I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this game.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Wood. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Mets strand one. Now it'll be Washington's turn. It's a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in Washington, D.C., today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood.
Come on, James.
That's too low, and that's ball one. There's a strike. Just missed.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Batting second.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
Nathaniel Lowe.
Aye.
In the dirt.
0-1's the count.
That one
Nope.
missed.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wood aboard here at first with nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Toss to Alonso. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting third, the second baseman, Louis.
Here's Dave Martinez lined up for the Nationals. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Luis Garcia batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And it's 1-1. Runner at second here, 1 gone. This one chopped to first. A flip to the pitcher covering, and there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, the catcher, K-Burks Ruiz.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. First pitch just misses. Yeah, that's fouled off. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up and in. It's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 outs. Chopped out towards short. Lindor on to first. And that will end the inning. Nationals leave 1. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Nationals Park. And now it's Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Irvin back to work. Breaking ball through there for a strike. In the air, right side. Cruz on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Here's Jesse Winker. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-1. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but he also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. You know, he saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. And the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Josh Bell.
The first baseman, Josh Bell.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Clips the corner, and the count is 0-2. That one way inside.
2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Man, that got him square in the mask. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Batting 6.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Dylan Cruz. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And that's downstairs. And a count even 1-1. Fastball
Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Just misses. And the count's full.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Jose Tena, the next to hit, takes outside. Next offering is foul back. Cruz, the base runner at first with one out. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. The 1-2, runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Vientos makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing for Washington. We'll move to the third with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Now it's the second baseman, Brett Beatty. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
There's a strike. 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
3-2.
Got him swinging. And that's the first out. And stepping in for New York, Peyton Senger. Not
Ball
close
one, no
with that
strike.
one. Ball 1. Just missed. That one missed. Now 3-0. Top of the third, no score. And there's the automatic. And that one lifted in the air, center field. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 after striking out looking to start the game. Lindor hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And now it's Juan Soto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a foul out of play. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Mets leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Jacob Young. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Taylor hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Nasim.
Up now for Washington, Nasim Nunez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. That's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 29, James Wood.
So the batting order turns over. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Walk to open the ball game. There's the strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, and we are still scoreless. Start of the 4th, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Next pitch inside, and 1-1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order 2nd time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And that's through there for a strike. And now 2-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carrying into the bullpen and gone. And the polar bear leaves the yard. His 7th home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Fly to left his first time. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. And ball 1.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the #1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too, and I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
Now a chance for Mark Vientos. And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So up next for New York, Jesse Winker. Flied to right his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. On the ground as he checked his swing. And he barehands it. Nicely done for the out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So 2 down now, and here is Tyrone Taylor. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. Next offering is fouled back. Late swing fouled off.
That's outside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Washington, D.C., John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Nathaniel Lowe. In there at the knees, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
And that's a little high.
All right, so in this at-bat, he's seen a couple of off-speed pitches, now back-to-back fastballs. In this count, you definitely got to stay back. Make sure you don't get out in front and be prepared to shorten up and hit the ball the other way.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Grounded out his first time up. And that one hammered. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. The Nats yet to pick up a hit here. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that's a
Now
blue zone
batting,
right
the
there,
catcher,
or the
Jake
cold
Burke.
zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And first offering is fouled off. Fastball for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. That one down the line and foul ball. And that is downstairs. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nationals go quietly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in Nationals Park. And now, Brett Beatty. Irvin back to work. Pitch misses. 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Trevor Williams getting ready to go. Sims also getting ready. The 1-0. And that's outside. Next offering is in for a strike. That's down and in.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
On a bounce right side. Bell steps on the bag. 1 away here in the 5th.
Now batting, catcher Hayden Sanger.
Now the catcher up to hit. Hayden Sanger. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jake Irvin is done, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for the
Down on the
Nationals.
mound for the Nationals, Trevor
Number
Williams.
32.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Off the mark there. And that is ball 1.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Singer leads off first with 1 away. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Here's Juan Soto.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Mets strand 1, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, stepping in, Josh Bell. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. Grounds 1 to short. Lindor. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And now up for Washington, Dylan Cruz. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And there's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. You got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
And now here is Jose Tena. That just misses, and that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a pop-up. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. He's in there.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. Into center. Taylor hustling after it. Got it. Nice grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 left for Washington, and it remains 1-0. And we're back. Here's Pete Alonso.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Check swing, called strike. Here comes the 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Nimmo stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Vientos into box again, takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Swings through that.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Good job to fight that one off.
What do you say now, Washington?
Got him swinging for the strikeout, and he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Nothing doing here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 1 and the Nationals nothing. Back in Washington, D.C. Now here is Nasim Nunez.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
The shortstop takes the ball. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not
got him looking. That's a strikeout.
The left fielder, number 29.
Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Nationals, the designated hitter.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. 0 for 2 in this one. Lowe in his 5th season, 29 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. That's a ball, went with the sweeper.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
And now 2-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out, and the inning is over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Lucas Sims.
For the Nationals, number 39.
Well, 1-run game.
Lucas.
Now here is Jesse Winker. And that one is in for a strike at 95.
0-1.
Activity in the Washington bullpen. Jorge Lopez looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Ferrer, the power lefty, up as well. That one
Ball
missed.
One ball, one strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One and two here. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
That one inside. Look out. Stays alive. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone.
So digging in, Tyrone Taylor. And delivers
1-0.
outside. Little chopper rolls foul. Out towards left center. Young under this one. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 7, second baseman.
Here's
Brett
the second baseman, Brett
Beatty.
Beatty. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's in there. And that's
Nope, off
outside.
the plate. Ball 2.
Late with the swing there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Battling here as he fouls it away. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that's inside, and a good at-bat, ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Now batting,
Just missed his
catcher,
spot on the inside
Hayden
right there.
Sanger.
So a man at first. Next to hit, Hayden Sanger, 1 for 2. Just off the outside edge, ball 1. And another ball.
2-0.
Misses off the inside. Ball 3.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
2 outs. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, but that keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 3. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Deal 1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. And a good eye there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. The hat trick. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. 2 left for the Mets, but they still lead it 1-0. Bottom of the 7th. Now at the plate, Luis Garcia. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Looking to get the tying run on base. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Danny Young up and loosening in the pen. Razabon, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Line drive, and this might be trouble. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. Hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Ruiz up to bat next, lays off for a ball. That's a base hit. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Next, the switch hitting first baseman, Josh Bell. First offering, and it just misses.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base, nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-1 now, 2 aboard. Bell puts it in the air out towards left center. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. Here's the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 1-1.
Productive at bat for sure right there. Nice sac fly, ties up the ball game, and now they've got to look for a way to go ahead.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kodai Senga will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Danny
the New York
Young
Mets.
comes on now.
Sometimes all you got to
81.
do is your job, and
Danny
don't overcomplicate
Young.
things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
So up next,
Now
Dylan
batting,
Cruz.
the right fielder.
Went down
Dylan
looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that is out of play. Ground ball left side down the line, and it's foul. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He's under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
The third baseman, number 8, Jose Tena.
Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
Tap foul at the plate. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. All tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose A. Ferrer.
Now
And they
pitching
felt it was
for
time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen
Number
with the lefty
47.
hitter coming up. I think it's a good
Jose.
move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now it's the
Leading
right
off the
fielder,
bat,
Juan
the
Soto.
right fielder, Juan Soto.
And fouled off. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Movement in the bullpen. Kyle Finnegan appears to be getting loose. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Next offering is down low.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you're committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And the batter now, Pete Alonso. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. And that one is downstairs. And the count 1-2.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 away.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Nimmo in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that misses. 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one fouled off.
If I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching for the
Back
Mets.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Huascar Brazoban.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Right through there for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Out to short. Sends it across to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Nasim Nunez digs in now.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Popped up. Lindor. And a couple of quick outs.
The left fielder, number 29, James Wood.
Now the left fielder, James Wood. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Action in the Mets bullpen. Reed Garrett appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. And that one missing low. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the Nationals gone in order. Score remains tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Kyle Finnegan.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and There's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Leading
And
off
stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
That one a little bit high, and that's ball
Ball
one.
one, no strike.
And there's a
Ball
ball. That one in there across the letters.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Just so sound in his mechanics.
left
Hits
fielder.
against a firm front
Yes,
side,
he
and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. And that one fouled off. Now the 0-1. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jorge Lopez looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Fastball for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not
Well,
much to
that's
it,
the
and I'm
field.
sure he'd love another swing at it because
Taylor.
it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Tyrone Taylor now at the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Just missed. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. The 1-1. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
So digging in, Brett Beatty. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. And a count 1-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Reaches over the wall and he's got it. And now Hayden Singer.
Hayden Singer.
There's the strike.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Nunez fires across the diamond. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. A.J. Minter.
Now pitching.
Bringing in the
for
lefty
New
with a left-handed hitter coming up
Number
to hit.
33.
Classic bullpen move right here,
A.J.
so we'll see how it works
Minter.
out.
Low
That's a ball.
in the box, lays off for ball 1. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Reed Garrett, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. On the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Now batting, the second baseman.
No outs.
Luis.
Runner at first. Now it's the second
Garcia.
baseman, Luis Garcia.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Out on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, I think that's a case
Now
of
batting, catcher,
overthinking right
Caper.
there. He got 3 straight fastballs
Rudy.
looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And now, Keibert Ruiz. First
That's a ball.
pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
One down, winning run on at first. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Just
Up there.
missed. And that's a little bit high. 3-1 now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Lifted in the air, right field. Soto. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 19, Josh Bell.
Up now for Washington, Josh Bell. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Trying to send this to extra innings. That
Ball
misses
one.
the zone, and it's 1-1. And that one is inside.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And that one ripped into right, and that's the inning. Nationals leave one. Still tied, 1-1. New inning getting started, and here is Francisco Lindor. Finnegan back to work. High fly ball down the left field line. Wood. And it's caught for the out.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Up next for the Mets.
And next for the
right
Mets,
fielder,
Juan Soto.
Soto.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one is back. And it's gone. He hammers one out to right. It's 3-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Kyle Finnegan out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
So out
Nationals.
of the pen comes the right-hander, number 48. One down. Next to hit, Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. And a curve drops in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Still only one out here in the inning. Foul ball. That's off the mark. Ball one. Action in the pen down there. Jorge Lopez, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Poche also throwing. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And the polar bear strikes out.
Not too often you're going to see a sub-90-mile-per-hour fastball get by a hitter for the strikeout, especially when it's in a very hittable location like that. It makes me think he's either looking for something else completely, or he tried to do way too much with that swing.
Nimmo stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Ball 2.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. And here are the top half of the 10th. And that's too high. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Vientos now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That one back there. Going, gone. He sends it out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 5-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you gotta love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Number 48 departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
number 61 on the pitch here. He's into the game with the bases empty. So up next for New York, Jesse Winker. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball one, no strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone.
And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. On the ground at first, and he can't come up with it, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. It's a 4-run inning as a result of 2 homers. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Mets 5 and the Nats 1. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Reed Garrett.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Reed Garrett.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dylan Cruz getting ready to hit.
Cruz.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Man at second.
Ball. Bam.
Pitch misses there. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K. So up next, Jose Tena. And a strike in there. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. 1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only one out remaining.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll
Up
come
next
across,
for the
especially in
Nationals,
terms of movement.
the
I mean,
center
that thing
fielder,
tumbles
Jacob
out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Young at the plate and takes high there.
Counts 1-0.
And it's even up.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Check swing, and he went. Yeah, the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Nationals down to their final strike. Misses off the plate. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Right side, and this should do it. And that one handled. Now the throw to first on the run. Ball game.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close